Hello everyone, good morning. This is me Avishka and the bulletin today starts with WhatsApp redefines icon for unified meta experience. India pursues GPU experience amid US export curbs. Certain warns Chrome users of critical vulnerability. Infosys expands Telangana campus amid cognizant dispute. iPhone 17 to retain dynamic island design, rumors suggest. We have Galaxy S25 Ultra which offers minor camera enhancement. iQOO 13 aims to redefine flagship experience in India. Now, in the previous quiz, we asked you who is the founder of AMD, and the answer is Jerry Sanders. It's time for our daily tech quiz. Here's today's question: who is the founder of Intel? Confident you've got the answer? Drop a guess in the comments below and tune into tomorrow's news bulletin to find out if you nailed it. Stay tuned. Let's start with the first news. WhatsApp's latest Android update introduces revamped icons in the attachment sheet, signaling Meta's effort to unify its app ecosystem. Available in version 2.25.1.75 in India and 2.25.1.76 in other regions, the redesign replaces circular icons with spherical shapes featuring colorful polished art. These icons cover attachment options like document, gallery, and location, maintaining functionality while aligning with the design language of Meta's other platforms, including Instagram and Messenger. Although subtle, this change reflects WhatsApp's broader push for consistency and integration across its apps. Previously tested in the beta versions, the update took nearly 2 years of development and feedback to finalize. It follows earlier improvements such as redesigned gallery menu, highlighting Meta's focus on user experience. The update is rolling out globally, with users encouraged to join WhatsApp's beta program or download updates from trusted APK sources for early access. This redesign underscores Meta's aim to keep WhatsApp relevant in the competitive messaging landscape. Now, as the US imposes restrictions on advanced AI chip exports, India is accelerating efforts to develop indigenous GPUs. California-based Cadence Design System has expressed interest in collaborating with the Indian government, seeing this as a key business opportunity. Jaswinder Ahuja, managing director of Cadence India, stated that their tools would be essential for GPU design, aligning with India's semiconductor aspirations. Although the US export curbs aim to prevent chips from reaching adversarial nations like China, India is largely unaffected due to its friendly ties. Cadence employs 4,200 people in India, primarily for research and development, and provides chip designs tools to startups under the government's Design Link initiative scheme. However, the progress under the DLI scheme has been slow, with only 14 out of the 60 startup proposals approved so far. With multinational dominant India's semiconductor space, the government is pushing to increase local participation, although growth has been slower than anticipated. Now, India's cybersecurity agency CERT-In has issued a high priority alert for Google Chrome users on Mac, Windows, and Chromebooks, urging them to update their browsers immediately. Multiple vulnerabilities have been identified, allowing hackers to execute arbitrary code, steal sensitive data, and cause system instability. On Mac, Chrome versions below 132.0.68.34 are affected due to out-of-bounds memory access, improper navigation implementation, and sufficient data validation. Users with Chrome version below 132.0.6834 are at equal risk, as attackers can exploit these flaws to trigger denial of service attacks or bypass security restrictions. Chrome OS versions on Chromebook are also vulnerable, exposing users to cross-site scripting, remote code execution, and data exfiltration. These issues result from stack buffer overflow, integer overflow, and memory access errors, potentially enabling attackers to bypass security control via malicious web pages. CERT-In warns that these vulnerabilities are severe threats to individual users and organizations, emphasizing the need to update Chrome and associated systems to mitigate risk. Now, the next news is Infosys has refuted Cognizant's claim of trade secret theft, labeling the accusation as overly broad and based on publicly available information. A US court has now asked Cognizant to clarify its definition of trade secret. In the midst of this legal dispute, Infosys has announced a ₹750 crore expansion of its IT campus in Pochram. Telangana phase 1 of this project is expected to be completed in 2 to 3 years, will generate 17,000 new jobs, with 10,000 employees being accommodated initially. Currently, the Pochram campus employs over 35,000 people, making it Infosys one of the largest facilities in India. At the announcement, Infosys CEO Jayesh Sangrachka highlighted the company's commitment in innovation and growth in partnership with Telangana government. IT and Industries Minister D. Sridhar Babu affirmed the state's dedication to nurturing talent, fostering strategic alliances, and driving economic progress. The collaboration reflects Infosys and Telangana's shared vision of empowering communities and enhancing India's IT sector. Now, Apple's upcoming iPhone 17 series, set for a September 2025 launch, will retain the dynamic island design first introduced with the iPhone 14 Pro. According to noted analysts, despite earlier rumors of a smaller dynamic island, the design will remain unchanged across the lineup. However, Apple is rumored to introduce an iPhone 17 Air model with a thinner body and 120Hz Super Retina XDR display, and the Pro and Pro Max models will see a switch from titanium to aluminum for added durability. While significant changes like relocating components under the display are planned for future models, users can expect only incremental improvement in the iPhone 17 series. Meanwhile, Apple's upcoming iPhone SE4 is also expected to adopt the dynamic island design, transitioning away from the traditional display notch. These updates reflect Apple's strategy of gradual innovation while focusing on improved functionality and user experience. Now, Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra introduces minor camera upgrades focusing on AI and software optimization rather than hardware changes. The new ultra-wide camera, upgraded from a 12MP to a 50MP sensor, offers a slightly better performance, particularly in low light conditions. Samsung's Pro Visual Engine, paired with the Snapdragon 8 Elite ISP, enhances features like noise reduction, 10-bit HDR, and night video. The Expert RAW app adds advanced tools such as virtual aperture and LOG video for videographers. However, early reviews suggest only marginal improvement in photo quality compared to Galaxy S25 Ultra. Daytime shots show minimal differences, while nighttime images feature warmer tones and reduced noise. Despite these incremental changes, pre-order discounts and software update may attract buyers. Last but not the least, iQOO 13 steps up its flagship game with significant improvement, including a 3D ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, IP68, IP69 water resistant, and a larger battery, and a more powerful processor. Priced at around Rs 60,000, the device retains its signature glass aluminum design while introducing a halo light around the camera module, which doubles as a notification indicator. The phone weighs 213 grams and has an 18.13 mm thickness, but offers balanced ergonomics. However, the rear panel lacks glass protection and is prone to smudges. Despite these advancements, the absence of wireless charging is a notable drawback for the flagship. The 16GB RAM, 512GB storage variant, robust performance appealing to premium users. The phone also features enhanced durability, improved water resistance, and allowing it to survive under high pressure water jet. iQOO 13 aims to compete with established players by addressing gaps in its lineup, offering a strong contender for buyers seeking a flagship experience at this price point. This was it for today's news. For more such tech updates, make sure you stay tuned to IT Voice.